This is June 8th, 2014, Honeyberry Farm at Bagley, Minnesota. And this is the fourth season for the honeyberry plants to be in the ground, and they have put on tremendous growth this year. The borealis that we're looking at right here in front of the rototiller is thigh high and a typical dome shape that the borealis is typical of. Lots of fresh foliage. And a berry blue is waist high. And today I saw the first berry turn blue. I think it's there we go. There's a couple blueberries. This does not mean that they're ready. This berry blue berry needs another 3 weeks to get fully ripened and sweet, but overnight they turn color. So that was one of the first berries to get pollinated. We had a lot of bumblebee activity here this spring, and they did their job. We did bring in mature bumblebees to help, but there were native pollinizers as well. Pollinators. The bees are the pollinators. And the two plants are pollinizers, supposedly. The pollinator takes the pollen from one plant to another. So we put our garden into plastic this year, used our mulch layer, because we never keep ahead of the weeds. We have the frame of greenhouse there, and Jim is doing some watering. We're going to be planting the remainder of our stock this week. And there in the distance you can see our water wheel planter with the yellow tank. So this orchard we have kept bare earth with the use of a weed badger. But we can't weed badge when the flowers are on, so some of the edges it's starting to grow up already. But then there's the lovely burdock. So we've been pretty busy shipping this spring. Just haven't been able to keep up with everything, but I'm very pleased with our row of demo plants. It's an indigo gem right there, loaded with berries. It's a 2-year-old. And here's our freshly planted aurora this spring. A vigorous grower already. Bluebell is an early producer. It's got a purple berry already. And then honeybee from the University of Saskatchewan is very vigorous and lots of berries, but it blossomed a couple days later. I don't see any purple berries yet. So, oh, there's a few others. Here's an upright blue bird. It's a blue bird. And here we have blue forest. A little space for a future one. Each variety has its own distinct feature. I can't remember what this one was. Oh, here we go. Let's see, blue sky. Blue forest. This one is quite unique. Almost a blue-green foliage, waxy looking leaves. Some other trial varieties. And Cinderella is one of the old timers. Early producer. Berries are turning blue already. They turn purple and then they get blue later on, but I don't know how to work my close-up focus on this video camera. Otherwise I'd get a nice close-up for you. So, and across the way are some Japanese varieties. We will be weed badging this and getting it in good shape. These are from Dr. Maxine Thompson, 6 varieties, and they are producing this year. They bloom about 2-3 weeks after the early bloomers. Just maybe a few days overlap. There's a late blossom there. So things are looking good. This year we have used drip irrigation in the past, but with the good rainfall this spring we don't need to. So we have an acre of honeyberries, about 800 bushes, and then we have some cherries. So the Crimson Passion, this is, they were planted in 2012, I believe. This is just their 3rd year in the ground, and they're doing really good, most of them. Now, here's one we don't know if there's something going on underneath. The leaves have not come out fully. I'm not sure if the roots have been damaged by pocket gophers. We have had gophers totally cut off the roots on smaller plants, or something else is going on. Not sure. But the healthy ones are looking good, and there were blossoms on them this year. Just as a comparison, Nanking cherry is right over here, but its cherries are smaller and not as intense flavored, not quite as noticeable. So here's a Saskatoon, and it's producing some nice berries this year. But we look forward to it pushing out more. We should have pruned it back, earlier on, because it's pretty tall and spindly. And here we have Aronia that was winter killed, the top part, and it's coming back. But this winter of 2014, the winter of winters, I guess, in some sense, long and cold, did damage to our black chokeberry Aronia, another Aronia, and our Lutoka cherry did not fare well. It is said to grow well in zone 3 and above, but we probably had a zone 2 winter here, so it did not do well. It's coming back. But currants, we're not bothered at all. These are black currants. 2nd year in the ground, and they're looking good too. So we're thankful for a wonderful orchard, and the birds are chirping, crickets are humming, and we have a deer fence to keep the deer out, so all is well.